Jeez. It wanted me to do some weird stuff here, and then it wigged out on me, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Anyhow. Wigged out on me. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? Now I can hear myself. Oh, hang on. I was watching videos before I went live here. Then I had to let the dogs out to go to the bathroom, and I don't like how this table is set up at all. So hang on. I'm gonna move you. We're gonna move. We're gonna readjust. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. Hang on. Okay, let's get there. There we go. Okay, there we be. We're good there. I get tucked right in the corner here, and I'm like snug right in the corner of the office. All right, so we're here. Okay, you're here. I see you. You people are here. I see you. Let's see. Who's here, though? Sherry and Marion are here. Marion's in Denver today. You never know. It's like a Where's Waldo kind of situation. Paula is here. Hello. Joyce and Linda are here. Hello. Brenda's here. Hello. And Shannon. Angela. Hello. Diamond Art Crafter is here. Howdy doody. Let's see. Anybody else? Emma? Hello. Emma, we didn't see you yesterday. Emma, where were you? She normally pops into the crochet live on Friday and just says, hey, or, something. We didn't see you yesterday. Hello, Michelle. Marla, hello. Joanna, hello. Well, look at who's here. Hazel Eyes, look at you. Hey, beautiful. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Summer Sun, hello. All right, so there are peoples here. Yay! So, guess what's happening today or tonight? I mean, I'll just say our snow was all melted. It was all melted. It was like 50 yesterday. And today it's cold, and it started snowing a little while ago. Yes, it did. It started snowing. So what are you going to do? I mean, we know that's how it is around here. It's just going to, it's going to come and go for a while. Come and go. Hello, Kathleen. Lizetta, hello. Patty, howdy, Patty. Anybody else? Yep, it's snowing, Emma. You got it. It is snowing. Yep. I guess anywhere from like 1 to 3 inches, maybe. I don't know. We shall see. You broke your all-time snow record for February. Isn't that exciting, Linda, when that happens? That's just... In January, we had like record cold in January. I mean, record cold. And we had, let me think. I think there were 28 days that it snowed, something like that. It was crazy. Now, we didn't have tons and tons of accumulation of snow, but it snowed almost every day in January. Yes, it did. Good stuff. A nice 80 degrees in Pensacola, huh? Well, we can't all live in Pensacola, I guess. Oh, goodness. Hey, if you'll notice, I mean, I don't know if you watched my Whip and Chat the other day or where you're at, but I did one release paper. I got one release paper finished, folks, in the month of February. And I'm on my second one here. Second one. And look, I am putting drills down with my right hand, at least for a minute. Now, I know my tray blocks your view if you're one of those people who like to watch the drills go down, but I have to have the tray super close to where I'm putting down the drills because I can't move my hand a lot. I mean, I can move it back and forth, but the more I move it, the quicker it gets tired. So I try to keep it super close when I'm diamond painting and not move it very much. Yeah. So that's how that's gone. You had a meter? Oh my gosh. Kathleen's over the snow. Yep. You got the 27 inches last week. That had to be a lot of fun. That had to be just a ton of fun. Yeah. That was a lot of snow. That was a lot of snow over in the East Coast. First dry day since New Year's. Oh, hell, you got 94 degrees. I guess. You know, it's so funny. We were watching the weather the other day, and we were watching how there's going to be record heat in some of the southern western states. And we're having cold up here. Just cold. I know, Kathleen. I always feel that too. You can't say hello to everybody, right? Hello, Ray. How are you? It is baby steps. That is for sure. It is definitely baby steps. It's baby steps with everything. And, you know, there are good days and there are not so good days. That's a thing, you know? Like therapy yesterday was hard. I don't know why it was so hard. I thought I was feeling pretty good before I got there. But I got to therapy and it was just like, oh my goodness. You know, things that I had done in the past were difficult. You know, I couldn't do them as well and they hurt a little more, stuff like that. It's funny, before we left, because Dale still takes me. I mean, I could probably drive, but he takes me. But he likes to listen to our horoscopes. He likes to listen to his horoscope. He has Alexa, you know, tell him his horoscope. And then, you know, just because he has Alexa tell my horoscope as well. My horoscope was something like, try new things today. And then the other part of it was something about, and look out for new business opportunities. And I'm like, oh my goodness, new business opportunities and try something new today. I said, well, I'm pretty sure I have to try something new today because we've been doing the same exercises and stuff for 3 days. So this is day 4. I'm pretty sure we're going to be trying something new today. We sure did. We tried some new stuff, I'm telling you. And then I don't know about new business opportunities, but Dale thought, oh, yeah, you should be trying TikTok. I'm like, no. I'm not a TikToker. I'm not a TikToker. I'm never going to be a TikToker. Nope. Not happening, honey. Not happening. But, I mean, my horoscope was right. We tried new things. And some of them are okay, but some of the old things were the hard things. I don't know. It's just, you never know. Like I said, it's an up and down roller coaster ride of, oh my God. That's what I have to say. So I might get to be 60 by Tuesday. I mean, I don't think this snow is going to last either. Oh, and Angela was here and she's got to go. Goodbye, Angela. Oh, it certainly is a process. I mean, I'd call it more than a process. Kathleen, I call it more than a process. I call it a bunch of shit. That's what I call it. Oh, hey, last night, even after, you know, I had therapy yesterday and it was hard and I thought it was going to really hurt afterwards. It didn't hurt that bad afterwards. It hurt during, but it didn't hurt that bad afterwards. In a couple of sittings last night, took a couple of sittings, I crocheted 800 stitches. Did you hear me right? I mean, I didn't do anything all night except sit and watch YouTube videos and crochet and get up and have a snack and come back and crochet. So it took multiple sittings to get it done, but I did 800 stitches. They were just single crochets, but I was like, okay, all right. And it didn't hurt afterwards. So I've learned the signs. I've definitely learned the signs. I'll feel some little twinge and I'm like, oh, that means I either need to change my arm position or it's time to stop for a while. If I can change my arm position and it doesn't twinge anymore, yeah, I can keep going. But if it twinges again, then that's the sign that says, okay, you're done. You're done. You're done for now. Take a break, get up, go for a walk, do something, you know? So anyhow, yeah, we started some isometric exercises yesterday, which is the first step, I guess, in starting to like make the muscle work. Because at this point, we've made the arm move, but we've made it move like against its will, passive movement, making it move. She moves it, I move it with the other hand, make it move, but not a lot of making it move on its own. So the isometric exercises are like step one into actually making the muscle and stuff work on its own by pushing against the wall and, you know, stuff like that. Gently push against the wall. Oh, trust me, it's gentle. Oh, those are so messed up. Every single one of those just went helter-skelter, Willy Wonka. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that was fun. That was definitely fun. And then she had this neat little contraption. A neat little contraption. It's like, it reminded me of a tripod, sort of, but it was not on 3 legs. It was only 1 leg, but it was a little stand anyhow. And you put your hand into this little thing. It's like a little, the fingers is where your hand fits in. And you rest your hand there and you Velcro it in. And then it's on this pole. And it can, the reason I said it reminds me of my tripod is you can adjust it up and down. But then you move the thing back and forth. You move it out and you move it back. But she had it up high. She had it up higher than my hand is used to going. I've been struggling just to get my hand up on top of my desk. I can get my hand up on top of my desk. So that has been an accomplishment. This little stand thing she had me put my hand in was taller than my desk. And I felt that. I was like, oh, that's a stretch. That's a stretch. Hello, Dawn. How's Dawn? But yeah, you just move that thing out and back and out and back. Okay. I'm really good about doing my exercises at home. I do them, you know, religiously. I haven't added the isometric ones. I got my towel out today and pushing against the wall, you know, all that stuff. Anyhow, you just never know. And then, like, we went to, I had to go to the yarn store. I had to drop off my bingo card, you guys. I mean, I technically had today to work on it, but I'm like, there is nothing I am going to finish crochet-wise that I can add to my bingo card. You didn't have to have a bingo, like, you know, a line straight across. You could turn it in. Hello, Kathy and Kathy. Kathy and Kathy. Kathy and Kathy are here. That you could turn it in if you had 5 squares. I did get 5 squares. All right. I frogged the project. That was one. I went to the frog party at the store. That was another one. I finished my sleeve, my second sleeve on the test crochet. That's where I did the 80 stitches, you guys. I'm hooking them together now. There is 8 rows of single crochet, because now it's 200 stitches across. So I had 4 rows to go. That's 800 stitches. So I got it connected on one end, and then today I started working on the other side, connecting those. And I think I've got, do I have 1 row? Or do I have 2 rows? I don't know. I might just have 1, maybe. I don't know. But anyhow, that counted as a square, doing my sleeve. And then weaving in the ends, and it's supposed to be a project. Well, it is a project. I'm weaving in my ends on the sleeves. It's not a completed project, but you know, it counts in my world. So that was 4. Then we had a free space. And the free space, we were allowed to kind of make up our own thing. And my thing was, I put down increasing my stitching from 100 stitches to, you know, I think I said 100 to 400 or something per sitting. 100 to 300, I don't know. I put down something. It doesn't matter. She doesn't care. And she totally knows what I'm going through, and she's, you know, she doesn't care. So I got to turn in my bingo card because I had 5 squares, and that was all I was going to get. That's all I can get, you know. I was hoping to finish that bad sheep yarn, but I got 3 colors to go. I mean, I got 3 more colors to add in. So that's not going to happen. But anyhow, oh, while I was there, I knew that I had ordered like their monthly yarn for March. It's March's yarn. But she didn't have an order there. I hadn't received like a confirmation that it was ready for me to come pick up. And her husband had mysteriously disappeared on her. And the store was busy and all that. And she's like, yeah, I don't know where Jason's at. I don't know where he went. I'm like, well, that's okay. I walked out the door, got in the truck. I checked on my phone just to make sure I had ordered it. I was pretty sure I had ordered it. And I did. I found my order, and it said it was still, you know, being processed. And I was like, okay, well, I can come back another day. You know, I'll come back another day. Got down the road a little ways. Oh, we got to Walmart. We went to Walmart, shopped around Walmart for a little bit, and we're headed home. Now, Walmart and the yarn store are not that far apart, but we were already headed home, and I got the notification that my yarn was ready. And I was like, Dale's like, did you want to turn around and go back? And I'm like, no, we're headed home now. I mean, I'll just go into town another day and get it. Give me an excuse to get out of the house, you know, go someplace, do something. Anyhow, I would have liked to have had it today. I saw some caked up sitting on the counter. She had an order there for somebody, and it was caked up on the counter. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Wish I had it, but I don't. I mean, you know, here I am, the girl who can't crochet much. So I'm just doing what? Just looking at projects, getting all these projects in mind I want to do, things I want to work on, buying more yarn. I mean, you know, what do you do when you can't really crochet much? You dream and you plan and, you know, all that fun stuff. So, yep, that's what I was doing. I will say my arm felt really good today, this morning and everything, even though it was hurting when I was sleeping. Sleeping is rough. It is rough. Getting comfortable, getting the right position, it's rough. Some nights I make it sleeping in my bed till like 5 or 6 in the morning, maybe. Last night, no. Nope, it wasn't happening. I was up and I was on the couch by, I don't know, 2:30 probably in the morning. 3 maybe. But even though it hurt in the middle of the night when I was trying to sleep. It still felt good when I got up this morning. This morning when I got up, I said, it doesn't hurt. It's tight. I mean, that tightness is just, it's there. It just feels like somebody's got a vice grip around my arm, shoulder area. But it's not like pain, like stabby pains or anything like that. It's just like, you can let go now. You can stop squeezing, you know? But it felt pretty good. Okay. I got dressed and we went to Walmart. That was the ultimate destination, was Walmart, because oh, Lord forbid, Dale's TV in the bedroom decided to not come on. Now, mind you, this was his mother's TV. Okay, this was his mother's TV. Lord knows how long it's been around. I couldn't tell you how long it's been around, but it's an old TV, right? So it just decided it was not going to turn on any longer. So he can't survive in the bedroom without a TV in there. Okay, now this is where it's hard because I'm way over here. I got to move my whole body up further. So I'm not reaching. Reaching is hard. So he wanted to go get a new TV. That was the reason for the trip to Walmart. So here was the day. Got in the car. I got dressed. Hey, I have accomplished something amazing. Absolutely amazing. You know, if you've listened, you've heard that I had to get a different bra that snaps in the front and stuff, easier to get into and whatnot. But I hadn't been able to do that on my own. Yesterday, I did it on my own. I did it on my own. I snapped that bra on my own. That was a huge accomplishment. I was like, ooh, look at me go. I can snap the bra. Now, it takes a while. It takes a while. And it takes patience. Oh, no, Patty. The flu. No. Hello, Mary Lou. So I got it on. I got dressed. It's a slow process. We went to Walmart. No, we went to the yarn store. Then we went to Walmart to get the TV. And, you know, walking around Walmart, getting in and out of the truck a few times already. Go to the yarn store, get out there, get back in, go to Walmart, get out, go in, walk around. And my arm just started hurting. It just started hurting. And I was unhappy in Walmart. I was like, what is going on? Why? So I think it's a combination of things. I think it's riding in the truck, because it's a truck. So it's not as smooth, right? Our road is bumpy. So I think there's that. The in and out, you know, of the truck, getting a seatbelt on, all that stuff. And then just my arm hanging down because I'm not wearing the sling. Okay, I ditched the sling a few days ago. I was like, I'm ditching that sling, which I might rethink a little bit. But I think just the whole combination of all that and walking around Walmart and just everything, it started hurting. And I mean, Dale knew it. He could tell. I mean, I was almost in tears. I was like, this is just, why is it hurting? It's been feeling so good. And I was just like, oh, it's hurting. And I'm trying to support it and hold it up with my other hand and all that stuff. And he's like, okay, let's get checked out. We'll get home. I'm like, okay. I got home, you guys. And I sat down on the couch for a few minutes and I was like, okay, it feels fine. It feels okay. You know, it feels like it did this morning, just the tightness again. I don't know. It's so hard to figure it out. You know, I feel like I'm a detective or something trying to analyze every little thing. Well, this happened and this happened and then this happened. Okay, this could be the cause. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's crazy. But it just felt good the rest of the day. I came home, I did my exercises. I did them better than, I did some stuff yesterday, I think, but I don't know. It's a bizarre ride. Oh yeah, just a bizarre ride. One I would never want to do again, by the way. Just so you know, I veto that. I veto that. I don't want to do it again. Ever. Anyhow. Yeah. Yeah, they're not super supported, Kathleen. Not super supported, but good enough. You know what I mean? Good enough. Good enough that I don't mind being out in public, So there's that. Oh boy. So tomorrow, here's my thought. I've not wanted to wear the sling. I'm like, I don't want to wear the sling. I'm being stubborn about it. I'm at the point where they told me I don't have to wear the sling. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to wear the sling. But then there's a part of me that says, if we're doing something like we did today, like we're riding around for a while, doing several things, even at Walmart, there were times when I was like, oh man, I wish I had the sling on. Just to give it a little more support, for one thing. And another thing is just to be a big beacon in the night to people shopping. To be like, oh, she got a sling on. They can't tell that my arm is hurt without the sling. It's kind of like tell other people, get away, caution, caution. So I think when I do things like that, for a while anyhow, like tomorrow, we're going to go to the gym. I'm going to wear the sling, in the truck, on the way there, and at the gym. And then I know that we're also going to want to go to the store and get some groceries. So I think, I'll take it off in between, but then put it back on again when we're going to go to Meijer, I think for a while, it's just got to be when I am out and about in public doing things that are more active, I'm going to have to wear it, I think. Well, I'm going to try it anyhow and see what I think. Yeah. Yes. That is the goal, Kathy, is that people would be more cautious, but some will never be more cautious, but some will, some won't, but I'd rather have a few people. Where did this light purpley drill come from? I don't know. Oh, it was that other color. It was the last color I had. How did I drop one on my lap? It's just sitting on my lap. Yeah, in different positions. You're right. I mean, like I was just trying to hold my arm up walking through Walmart. Just hold it. Like use my other arm to be a sling and just take the pressure off. So my arm doesn't have to hold its own weight. It's like without the sling, it's holding its own weight. It's, and hanging down, it can be heavy and it can pull, and that's part of it. And, even though I don't have to wear it right now, I think there's times when it will just help make things a little more comfortable. And I don't have to ditch it all the time, and I don't have to wear it all the time. That's up to me, It's in my ballpark now. It's in my not my ballpark. It's in my what? It's up to me. Anyhow. So yeah, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Like I said, with the gym, with going to the store, all that kind of stuff. and taking it off in between for sure. And even if I don't have my arm in the sling, I could still have it on, and take my arm out, put my arm in, take my arm out, put my arm in. It's just hanging around my waist, so we'll see. We shall see. Anyhow. Oh, goodness. So here's a funny story for today. Funny little story. Dale's been in there messing with his new TV, right? Trying to get things set up and whatnot. And then once he got it set up, he's been in there. He's been watching YouTube. And I've been sitting out in the living room. And I've been watching YouTube on my phone. So we're in separate rooms watching separate things, right? Well, I went downstairs at one point, watered some plants, brought up a pop, because we keep them downstairs in the closet. A little while later, I hear a big ruckus down there. I've been thinking that, Dawn, and there's only one reason we haven't. We took my car one time, and the seatbelt on the passenger side of my car is like, it's being all wonky, and it won't go back up into the thing, and it won't come down. It's the seatbelt's being all weird. And so it's just been easier seatbelt wise to take the truck, but I don't know, we might start taking my car. It's not a car, it's a SUV, but I don't know, we might start doing that. Maybe we do that tomorrow and see what it's like. And my car really, honestly, should probably get out and be driven a little bit, I'm not driving it much, so maybe I'll suggest that for tomorrow. Let's take the car. See how that goes. So anyhow, I hear that the cats have been out because, hey, it's spring to them. There's grass, there's birds, there's stuff going on outside. It's spring and they are ready to roam. Well, the boys are. Little Miss, not so much. She likes to go out. She steps out on the porch. She looks around a little bit. And then she's kind of like, okay, that's all there is. Okay, I'm coming back in. She's really becoming like, I like it inside, kitty. That's her. Okay. So the boys were out. We went out to the greenhouse today. Went out and checked on the tulips. Oh, goodness, you guys. I have one little bed. I've got it all divided up in these little sections and the little beds, the little cupboard stuff Dale built. There's the first little section has 4 little tulips popping up out of the dirt. And I'm like, no, get down. Stay down. It is not time for you to come out yet. No, get down. Anyhow, we checked that all out. Went in the greenhouse. I've told you, Dale likes to go hang out in the greenhouse. He just likes to go out there. It's like a chill space for him or something. The boys went out there with us. Little Miss was back up here. She was in the house. She wasn't coming out. So anyhow, they wandered around for a while. We wandered around. Then we took off to go to Walmart. But this afternoon, I'm hearing like this commotion downstairs. I'm like, what is going on? What are those cats doing down there? The boys are in now at this point. Everybody's in. I'm like, what are they doing? What are they doing down there? I had no idea. I went to the top of the stairs and I looked down and the commotion was done and it was over and I couldn't see anything going on. And I'm like, what were they up to, right? What were they up to? Well, a little bit later, I hear a commotion again down in the basement. And I'm like, okay. At first I thought it was Dale. Nope, not Dale. I look down there and I see Sonny. He's at the bottom of the stairs. No, he is at the bottom of the stairs, but he's by the closet. And I'm like, what's he doing at the closet? Why is he at the closet? And then I thought, Uh-huh. I bet I know. I go downstairs. I open the closet door. And who's in the closet? Little Misty is in the closet and had been in the closet probably for a little while. I don't know, an hour or more. I don't know. I don't know when I went down there to get the pop, but she's down there. And so both of those times I heard ruckus down there, it was her, and him knowing she's in there and trying to get out. Right? Yeah. Yep, she was in there. She certainly was. um, yeah, she was happy to get out. I've told her before, I'm like, when you go into the closet, these are the chances that you take because I don't see her go in there. You know, I don't notice her go in. I I don't notice it. Okay, we're taking a break with the arm now for a minute. Yeah, I don't see her go in there. I mean, she just sneaks right on in there as I'm reaching in to grab a pop and, bring it up. And she manages to sneak in there. I I didn't know she was there. Sonny knew she was there. He knew she was there. He was trying to get to her. But I didn't know. Here we go. Let's do some left hand diamond painting now. A little bit of left handed here. um, so yeah, she was down there in the closet. Poor thing. Oh well. It would have been bad, if she was in there a long, long time, but she wasn't in there that long. Oh boy. And then, here's another thing that happened today. These cats, I'm telling you. So I'm doing more cat stories. Here's more cat stories. Gets trapped in the closet on the regular, right? I don't know. Maybe they just go in there and take a nap for a while, and it's not a big deal. That could be. I mean, she likes to go under the beds and hide under the beds and find little sneaky, hidey little spaces, so maybe it wasn't so bad in the closet. I don't know. I'm trying to do some of my exercises that I do on the counter, right? With my arm across the counter and things like that. And here comes Sonny, and he hops up on the counter. No matter how we try, we just are not breaking him of getting on the counter. But he comes and he starts getting close to me on the counter, which was fine. I didn't care, but I'm like, okay, you got to move. You cannot get in my way of doing my exercises. I'm rolling a ball across the counter and things like that. Get out of my way, get out of my way, right? Well, what does he do instead? Instead of getting out of my way, what does he do? He decides to climb onto me. Of course, because that's what he likes to do. He likes to climb onto me and just have me carry him, hold him, whatever. And of course, he wants to climb onto my right shoulder, of course, because that's what we used to do. That's how we would do it. And so he climbs up there and he's on my right shoulder. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I got a hold of him. I'm trying to hold him with my left hand, not using my right at all. And he doesn't want to get off. So Dale's in the bedroom, right? Remember, Dale's in the bedroom watching YouTube. So I go in there and, oh, Shannon, that'd be funny. We've tried that, Dawn. I've tried that. I tried that with my plants too, because when they were getting into my plants, and it didn't stop them. I don't know. My cats are crazy. They don't care. So, well, the one is he's an orange cat, Dawn. He's orange. He sorry. He definitely has a mind of his own. He's orange. Okay. So all I could do at that point was I'm like, okay, I might need some help getting him off me. Let me go into the bedroom because Dale's in there. So I just went into the bedroom and he's still on my shoulder. Or now he's on the front of me, but he's got his paws up over my shoulder. That's where he's hanging on. His body's in front. But I'm like, okay, let me get into the bedroom. I got into the bedroom, and all I could do at that point was, okay, let me just lay down. Let me just lay down on the bed, which I did. I just laid backwards on the bed and laid down, and Dale's there. I laid right by Dale. And I'm like, here, take your cat. Take your cat. And when I got laid down on the bed, then Dale was like, let go. Because he got a hold of my sweater, too. He's like, all right, let go. And he kind of let go and crawled off the bed, or crawled off me onto the bed. I'm like, okay. See, this is how it happened where he jumped on me that one day, you guys, right? Remember that story? This is why, because he really likes me to just pick him up and hold him. And he likes to be up, held in front, but with his paws up over my shoulder, like a baby getting burped or something, right? Like a baby being burped. So there was that. That happened today. And then Smokey was the last one to come in. He was outside still. So he comes in. All about this pop. I'm telling you, this pop today caused trauma with the cats. Poor cats. I'm going to get Pop now to put into my cup, my glass, whatever. And I go put the 2-liter back in the refrigerator. And I go to close the door and the door won't shut. And I realize, oh, well, that's because Smokey's head's in the door. It's like, oh my God. I mean, I'm glad I didn't slam it or something, because here's Smokey. More than his head was in the door. I think the front of his body was in the door, but I was like, oh crap. Oh crap. I just tried to shut the cat. I shut the cat in the door. Oh Lord. Oh, yep. So that's my cat adventures for the day. Want something for each of them. They each got involved in something today. Oh, goodness. I watched Sonny climb a tree out there today when we were out by the greenhouse and stuff. He just come running through, barreling through, and it was like, boom, up the tree he goes, right? Like lickety split. And then we were headed into the house, and I was like, up to the house. And I was like, all right, boys, you coming with us? Are you coming? We're going. And I'm looking at him. I think I did film Sonny up the tree, too. I got him a little film action of him in the tree. And I said, come on, you getting down? And he started getting down. And he was struggling to get down. It was not gracious. It was not slick. He struggled. He kind of fell down a little bit. Not fell, but fell into the bush that was underneath the tree. Couldn't figure out quite how to get out there. Oh, then yesterday, hello, Bonnie. Yesterday, the boy was outside, out back by the tree line back there. And I'm like, what is he doing? He's messing with something. What's he doing? I could see what I thought at first, was like dust. Like he was playing in a little dirt pile, a dirt hole or something, is what I thought he was doing. And that's why he was jumping and stuff was going poof up in the air. And I was like, it looked like dirt or dust. Until I realized, no, it wasn't. It was some little rodent thing. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a mouse. I don't know if it was a little squirrel. I don't know. I have no idea what it was. But he is just playing with the thing, and then it's trying to get away, and then he gets a hold of it, and the thing's flipping up in the air, and I'm like, oh Lord. Okay. Well, Dale was out there like letting the chickens and the ducks out and stuff. And I was hoping that maybe Dale would have seen him. Maybe he would have come to Dale. Like, I don't know. He didn't. He did not. That wasn't happening. He was just having a grand old time playing with whatever that was. And to this day, I will not know what it was. He ended up taking off with his little treasure out into the woods. And we left. We were headed to therapy and we left him out there with his treasure out in the woods. I'm like, okay, well, you enjoy your treasure, whatever it is. I don't know. And if you eat it, please don't bring it up to the house. If you decapitate it, don't bring it up to the house. If you do eat it, don't throw it up. Just like cat, cat, cat. Our doors in our bedroom are bifold doors. And I kind of leave the ones on my side open. I don't know why. Dale hates it. But Misty will, the other day, Misty she come running. She was like running from her brothers. And it was like, boom. And she was in the closet and behind I have like a Rubbermaid drawer thing in there, a set of drawers. Boom, she was gone. She disappeared. I was like, okay, well. So now she's in there. She's in my clothes. And oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Always a good time. I'm telling you. They are entertainment. That's all I got. They are entertaining. It's never a dull minute with them. Well, yeah, they're a joy. You know, if you would have told me at some point in my life I would have had like these 3 cats, I would have been like, no, I don't want 3 cats. I never want 3 cats. I wanted one more cat. I wanted a cat after Sparkles, if you guys remember my Sparkles. But I wouldn't have gone and gotten 3 in any, not intentionally. But it's just kind of how it happened. There they were. And they needed help. And they needed rescuing. And we rescued them. And now they're ours. Lock, stock, and barrel. It's funny. They're so trained for things, like, I think it was last night. Dale was trying to get them downstairs to go to bed. Because, they still go to sleep in their dog crate. But they were looking at him like, no, you don't do this. You're not the person who does this. You're not the person who puts us to bed. They're waiting for me. They're waiting for me because I know how to do the treats right. I give them treats when they go to bed. And they know that. Dale? Nope. Now Dale is the morning guy. So we have our own jobs here. I put him to bed. I give him treats. I get him all snuggled in. Dale wakes him up in the morning, feeds them, and lets them out. So we each have our redeeming qualities, right? I give him the treats at night. He lets them out in the morning. So we both do something good, but we definitely have our own roles. They don't really like it when we mix them up a whole lot, They like us to do our jobs the way that they're used to. They did. It is like toddlers. It is totally like toddlers. But do they ever grow up, though, Shannon? Do they ever grow up? Oh, you won for 2 and got 3? Okay, well, Well, there were 5 of them that we were watching, but we, ended up with the 3 of them. And I love them dearly. They're all unique. They're all individuals, have their own personalities, Sonny's Mr. Mischievous, but he has a lovey side to him. He definitely has a lovey side, you know. Smokey is just Mr. Lumpy, Flumpy, blah, 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 you know. He's a fun boy. Misty is, she's the cat that's like, I like you when I want to like you. She's that cat. Not that she's mean or, you know, anything like that. She's just like, eh, you know, I'll let you know. I'll let you know when I think it's okay to be held and pet and whatnot. Yeah. And she's gotten fat. That girl, she got fat. Her got a big old belly. We got a new scale. We got a new scale. Oh no, a naughty 10-month-old. Oh dear. We got a new scale because, well, that took a poop too. It's like everything's taking a poop here. So we got a new scale. And we got one of them fancy ones that does all the things. You know, it does your BMI and your water and your, I don't know, all kinds of things, right? Muscle mass. I don't know what all it does. It does lots of things. And I don't know how it does that, honestly. How can it do all that stuff just by standing on a piece of glass? I don't get it. Anyhow, Dale's like, I don't know if we want that new scale. And I'm like, why? He goes, well, because the cats can get on it and take their weight. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. Missy walked in there and stood on the scale and it weighed her. I'm like, of course it did. Yep. Because she's our bathroom cat, you know. If you're in the bathroom, you know, sit on the toilet, Misty's gonna know it. She is gonna know it. And she is gonna come find you. And she's gonna irritate you. She's gonna irritate you. Mm-hmm. That is the time when she wants to be all like, hey, how are you? I know you want to pet me. I know you want me to rub on your legs. I know you want it. I know you do. Yep. That's our girl for you. So she hopped on the scale the other day. She weighed herself. A little fatty. She's like 13 pounds. I'm like, girl, what? You are. No. I told you she got fat. She got fat. Well, you know, she's not out climbing the trees like she used to. I told her she's getting awfully comfortable just being in the house. Being fat and sassy, lazy. That's her. So, 13 pounds. Jeez, oh, Pete's. Bathroom security. There you go. Yes, make sure everything's okay while you're in there. Yep. Make sure everything's okay while we're in there. Oh, boy. You know, Jack Russells, they're a handful. Jack Russells are. Took the dogs up to the groomers the other day and got their nails trimmed. Toffee's nails. Goodness, that dog. They grow so fast and curl. Goodness, do they curl. So she was having a harder time. I mean, you know, she's 16. So her walking isn't like exactly, you know, the best at 16. She still gets around. She can still get down the stairs and up the stairs for the most part. But when her nails had gotten so long, they were really causing her some troubles, you know, walking and stuff. I was like, oh my God, we got to get her in. And, you know, has it been the thing on the top of my brain? No. I mean, I've had other things going on here for sure, you know, and getting the dog in to get her nails trimmed was not, you know, I hate to say it, but not on the top of the list. But I got her in to get her nails trimmed the other day, and it was just like, oh, what a difference. What a difference, you know? I mean, imagine it. She's got toenails that are like curling under, and she's like stepping on toenails. And I'm like, oh, Lord, dog. Her nails have always done that. It's just, She needs a regular pedicure. But she got them done. She's happier. She's walking around better. I'm like, okay, cool, lovely. Animals are great. I know. They definitely add a whole new element to your life, you know? A whole new element to your life. Jack Russell's with energy? Yeah. Yeah, you think? Uh-huh. And that's why they always say, you know, if you're going to get a dog, research your dog and know what their traits are going to be, you know? And you can't do that with a cat. I mean, dogs, you can kind of get some general behaviors for certain breeds of dogs and stuff, but, you know, I don't think cats are that way. You never know how a cat's going to turn out, do you? I don't think. They're not as predictable. I'm not saying all dogs in a breed are going to be, you know, a certain way, but they have those tendencies just because of what they were bred to do and stuff. You know, like get a border collie. Oh Lord, you want to, you know, you want to be kept busy. Get a border collie. Talk about a dog with energy, right? Border collie is one of them. So there are definite traits within dogs that tend to be kind of consistent, a little consistent anyhow, throughout the breed. But cats are like, I don't know, we just turn out how we turn out, unless you're orange. I mean, if you're orange, you come with your own traits for sure. I believe that 100%. Orange cats are orange. They are unique. They are definitely unique. Well, I suppose we should talk about our giveaway for finished object February. A lot of you guys finished things. You did. You finished some stuff. I mean, look at this. Look at all that purple I just did. If you guys, okay, let's just take you back. Let's take you back to my first time I tried to diamond paint after surgery. All right. See this little pink section right here? This little pink section right here. Right there. That was all I could do the first time I sat down to diamond paint. That was it. I did that and I was done. That was it. Then the next time I diamond painted, I continued with that same light pink color, purpley pink color, and I did the ones that were over here, and I got this part done. So in a month's time, you got to admit, I've come a long ways. I have come a long ways. I mean, look at how much I did tonight. And I'm not saying I'm done, but you know, look what I've done. I've done all of this purple all through here, all this purple, this, and this purple over here. That's like twice as much, at least, as I did right here on this one little section the first time I diamond painted. So it's coming. It's coming. It's slow, but it's coming, you know? And now that I can actually, I couldn't get my hand up on the table. I couldn't. And gotta remember, I was in a sling too. I was in a sling. So my arm really wasn't able to move because I was in a sling. And so it was really hard to get it up there. So yeah. So we've come a ways. We've come a ways. We got a long way to go, but we've come a ways for sure. So take the win. Take the wins. Take the wins. Okay, what is this thing right here? It reminds me of like Star Trek or something. Like those little badges they had or something, or the little symbol they had on their uniforms. I might be completely crazy, but you know. And I'm not quite grooving yet, Kathleen, but you know. I can at least wiggle a little. Border Collies are super smart and very active, and you have to give them jobs to do. And if you don't, they will drive you crazy. Mm-hmm. Yep. Commitment, Brenda, commitment. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing to commit. Although, look, I have been committed to this. I mean, and I'm going to stay because, I'm not doing a Chuck Pinson. But somebody gave me the Federation symbol. There you go. Is that Star Trek? Am I right or am I wrong? Am I correct? I wasn't really a Star Trek watcher. I mean, I've watched it for sure, but I couldn't tell you much about it, not all the details. But I thought that was like a Star Trek logo or something, almost. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm right. It is Star Trek. Okay. I'm not crazy then, right? Not crazy? Okay. All right. Somebody had an excellent suggestion. Excellent suggestion. When I was talking about not being able to really kit up a painting, really work on it in March, I mean, it would take me a week to kit the thing up. And, who knows how much I could actually work on it. I keep thinking, today's the day I'm going to turn a corner and just be like, oh, look at everything I can do today. And that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I've learned that. But I just keep hoping that maybe today's the day I'll be like, oh, look, I can just diamond paint for an hour and a half. That's not going to happen. But somebody suggested that if I had one, that maybe I could work on a Chuck Pinson puzzle for the Chuck Along. And then I would feel, involved in the event. Like I would be working on something Chuck. Oh, Kathy, thank you for that. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, yes. I mean, I could put dishes away. And I made dinner the other night. I made dinner for all of us. We had Jackson here for a while, and I put a hot dog and a brat in the microwaved some hot doggy stuff for him. He was able to get out the ketchup. No, he didn't want ketchup. He wanted barbecue sauce and mustard on his hot dog. I was like, okay. So I helped him with that. And then I put like a frozen bagged meal. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? They're like Bird's Eye or something. And there's one, I think it's chicken. It's not the chicken bacon ranch one. Chicken something and noodles and I don't know what. I was able to open the package, put it in a bowl, and put it in the microwave. So I cooked dinner for all of us. Look at me. Look at me go. I cooked dinner. Now, mind you, it was all microwaved, but hey, I cooked. Okay? I can make bagels. I can make toast. Hey, but that whole cleaning thing, Kathy, shh, just shh. Keep that one on the down low, okay? I can't tie my own shoes, but I can put dishes away. Dale's been wanting to wash them in the sink though, instead of putting them in the dishwasher. So the other day I was thinking of putting the dishes in the dishwasher, and he's like, "Fine, let's put the dishes in the dishwasher." There's a whole sink full of them. He's like, "Okay, let's put them in the dishwasher." So we put them in the dishwasher. They're still in the dishwasher. They're clean, but they're still in the dishwasher. But I can put them away. I can do that. I can't wash them in the sink. I can't get my hand up there and into the sink. Anyhow. Deborah's like, hey, can we do a Chuck puzzle for the event? I don't know about that, Deborah. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know if everybody can. I have to consult my partner. I don't think so. I don't know. But I can because I'm not in the event. And I just feel like, I could participate that way a little bit anyhow. And I have several. I really do. I have several. Now, my next thought was, though, how do I keep this stuff away from the cats? How do I keep it away from the cats and protected from the cats? That I don't know. So it's still a thought. It's still, you know, a maybe. It's a maybe. I don't know yet. It's a good idea, though. If I could figure it out, it would be a good idea. There's no place I could keep it and keep it away from them. Get into everything. This is their home, and they do live here, and they take advantage of it. But, I mean, I did one once. Didn't I do a chuck once? I don't know if I've done a chuck. I think I did I don't know, Dale and I were doing puzzles for a little while. I don't think I ever did one of the chuck puzzles, though. I don't know. I found one I believe I found one at Menards around Christmas time. You can find them. I found them at Walmart. I know, I could put it on a board. I got a big green mat, and I got that from Craftably. When Craftably was going to do lots of different types of crafts and stuff. But it's just like, hang on, it's right here, too. It's not hard. I could probably deal with, whoa, crap. All right, that was fun. Oh, goodness. I rolled the chair over the curtain, apparently, and pulled the curtain rod down. So, yeah, what is this thing? It's just a mat, but you can roll it up. Rolls up without disturbing any pieces. Easy to use, easy to store, easy to transport. Put away the puzzle in a second. Travel with your puzzle. Unroll the mat, place it on your surface. Begin placing your puzzle pieces. When finished, make sure no pieces are along the outside edge. Place the tube. Oh, so you use this tube that's in the center and roll it up around the tube. Ah. Ah. Okay, so see, it looks like this. See it? And it's from a puzzle company, White Mountain. There's a puzzle company. Maybe I could do this. I've never even taken it out of the package. Maybe I could do that. Huh. Well, there's an idea. Okay, maybe that, I could put it out on the kitchen table when I'm working on it and then put it away. Yeah, I rolled right over the curtain and the chair has gotten stuck. The chair is stuck in the curtain. And I tried to move the chair and it pulled the curtain down. Ugh. All right, we'll have to have Dale come put this back up. It's just on one of those like tension rods, you know what I mean? Yeah, we'll have him fix this later. Whoopsie. Oopsie daisy. Okay. And I can't hold it with my right hand, that's for sure. It's too heavy. Too heavy. Okay, let me just move it out of the way so I don't roll it over again and get it really stuck and whatnot. It's a long curtain. Long curtains. Okay. Yep. Rolled right over it. Got stuck on it and pulled it down. Well, hello, there's the whole front yard and the whole big world out there. I can't see anything because it's dark. Hey, is anybody going to go out and look at the planets? I do have it. Yes, Brenda, I have that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to feel left out. Right? I just don't want to feel left out. I was thinking maybe Dale could find me a board, but I'd have to move the board or cover it up or something. But I think this will work. I might try it. Right? I mean, give it a try. All right. So let's talk about finished object February. I had 28 people. 28. I had 27 up here, but there's one more I wrote down at the bottom at the end. There's 28 people that posted in the last 2 weeks. 28. Okay? So, before I went live, I had Dale pick a number between 1 and 28. So I already know who won. Dale picked it for me. Honest to Pete. Dale picked. You can ask him. I can call him in here if you'd like. And he'll tell you what number he picked. And I don't think the person that won is here. All right, I'll just say. But as you all know, I had some Francesca's diamond paintings, and that's what I had pulled out to give away. Brenda won last week, but I still had, I have more than these, but these are the ones I had pulled out. I have the Gardener Station by Michelle. Get the Gardener Station, big, long, narrow one with all the watering cans and birdhouses and whatnot. Really pretty. Have that one. And we have the fishbowl, which is very colorful and bright and cheerful. And I still get emails and stuff from her. I follow her. She's, doing her art and doing some shows and things like that. So, yeah. So, there you go. But I got those two sitting up here. They've been up here for 2 weeks now. They've just been hanging out in the office. That's one thing I really want to do is like clean and organize and put things away. And like my whole box of special drill stuff from January is still in here because, we were working on smashing the specials and I went off to have shoulder surgery. And I was thinking, I don't know, maybe I would be able to, do some more. Oh, that never happened. Anyhow, so they're still here. I think I just gotta, have Dale take them downstairs. I know, fishbowl is really pretty. It is very pretty, very colorful. So anyhow, out of our 28 people, the number Dale picked was 16. 16 was his number. And I've had this sitting here for the last 45 minutes before her tweezers were sharp. Their tweezers were sharp, let me tell you what. So yeah, like 45 minutes before, no, maybe a half hour before I went live, I went into the bedroom and I'm like, okay, I need you to do what you did a couple weeks ago. I need you to pick a number between 1 and 28. You picked 16. Are you all dying to know who it is? Are you all dying to know who won? I'm sure you are. Anyhow, it's Sean Phelps. Sean Phelps was number 16 right there. So Sean won. Hey, and I happen to know Sean, and I know Sean loves Francesca's stuff. I know that she does. So she'll be happy to win another Francesca's diamond painting. I know she will. I know that she will. Well, we made some decisions and some choices. At first, when I was doing the announcement video for the Chuck Along, I was like, oh gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. Do I want to try to kit up one? Some people suggested that maybe I did one of like the little small ones. I think I do have the little bridge from Amazon. I think I have that. But I even thought of that being a lot of work to kit up. and stuff. And I was like, you know, I think my time right now would be better spent just continuing to work on this. And I don't know, maybe I could finish it in March. If things start getting a little easier for me, maybe I could get this one finished in March. And, then the whole puzzle idea came up, and I was like, I could work on a puzzle. You guys, I'll have to like go look at my puzzles. They're all out in the living room. There's just a stack of them in the living room. And I know I've got some beautiful ones. I know that. But I think that's a good idea. And see if I can give this puzzle roll up thing a try. And that would keep it away from the cats. Where do I put it when I roll it up and put it away? I don't know that question. I have to put it in the bedroom on top of that bed with all that other stuff on there. Like I said, I want to organize and clean up stuff in the worst way. But that's hard. That is really hard right now. And right now, I have a crochet project I want to work on. Of course, this is one of those things where I'm like, I can't crochet much, but I want to do this crochet project, right? Nope, wrong Sean, different Sean, not her. So, I guess I could take that puzzle thing in and just put it on the bed. Roll it up and put it on the bed. I don't know. They like under the bed more than they like on the bed. But right now it's got like 15 hanks of yarn for this project I want to work on, laying on the bed. Because I'm trying to pick colors. I need 10. I need 10 colors. It's a year-long mystery thing called the Great Granny Adventure. It's granny squares. And I think you do 10 months, you're making granny squares. You make 4. I think you only have to make 4 a month. And then at the end of the year, they're going to throw out patterns and projects to use the granny squares for. I want to do this. Now, I have some that's already like caked up, which would be easy to use right now. Because my next thing is, how in the heck do I wind yarn? How do I get it on my Swift and wind with my hand winding ball winder? How in the world would I do that? That sounds like a job that I won't be able to do right now. But I do have some of the yarns that are in a cake already that I could start with for the first few months. And then maybe in a couple months, I'd be ready to be able to tackle the Swift and the ball winder. I mean, I could get it on the Swift. I could probably get it. Maybe I could get my lovely assistant to turn the crank for a while. I don't know. I thought maybe Shannon could come over. I don't know. I know that's something I can't do. I mean, that's a workout for anybody on a good day to wind yarn with that winder. So, bye, Kathy. She's probably already gone. So, anyhow, I really want to try that little project. And I'm thinking, okay, it's 4 granny squares. I mean, they're fancy granny squares. They're not plain old granny squares, but they're fancy little granny squares. But I don't have to finish it right now. It's, I might be able to do 4 squares a month. How hard can that be? Right? How hard? That's 1 a week. I think I could do 1. Yeah, Dawn. What else? What hasn't he helped me with? Seriously, what hasn't he helped me with at this point? Well, there's one thing he hasn't helped with. One thing he has not helped with. And people joked about it. I'm like, no, he's not doing that job. I will figure that job out. No. I'll give you one guess what it is. Anyhow. Yeah, but he might have to help me cake up some yarn. I don't know. Time. Oh, I have more of these. Hang on. Whoa. Hold the phone. Back up. Back up the train here, folks. We got more of these. They're right up here. They were hiding on me. Hiding. He's put dinner in the oven. We got like at Walmart, you know, they make like their own little like, well, they're not theirs. Maybe they are. I don't know. They have these little pre-made meals up like in the deli area. And I think we got like a chicken. This one might be chicken bacon ranch. I don't know. But it's in a little thing and you just pop it in the oven and you bake it and you got dinner. So he's put it in the oven. It's a bacon. It's a cooking. I think we had it one time. And then we couldn't remember what it was that we got. And we've been trying to find it again. I think this is what it was. So look at the purple I did. Look at the purple I did. Can you see it? Is my tray in the way? Look at the purple I did. Okay. I have made some progress. Tonight. Just tonight. Now, the next thing will be I'm still having a hard time like making myself come in here and do this because it's just easier to just sit in the potty. There you go, Don. I was like, no, I will figure that out. Okay, I got that. Oh, dang, there's one right there. You know, I'm going to get it right now because if I don't, and I know I just dropped one. I know I just dropped one as I was putting them back in the tray. I felt it. I felt it go. Can I stab it in the tray? I did. I stabbed it, but it's upside down. Okay. Okay, there we go. I still don't find myself coming in here. It's much easier for me, like to sit on the couch, pick up a little crochet project, you know, things like that. See you, Kathleen. Yeah, then come in here and diamond paint. I don't know. So this is just a harder thing to do. It's getting easier. I will say it's getting easier. Now that I can get my arm up a little bit higher. Hey, we keep doing that thing with that stand you got to put your hand in. She keeps raising it up. My arm's going to be up, you know. It's going to be up so high, I'll be like, woo. I don't know. Give me a week or two and I might be able to put my arm up here and go to town. I don't know. But I think if there's any time when I feel like my arm feels good enough to do something, I've just wanted it to be crochet because I had these things I was trying to finish. I got that test crochet I'm trying to finish. And I'm like, I know I've got to keep working on it or it's not going to be done in time. I have until the end of March, but I just feel I have to keep working on that one. Whenever my arm is feeling good, I have to work on that, you know? And then, of course, the Bad Sheep Yarn shawl is so close to being done. I just feel like I want to put my energy or my arm's energy into those two projects to get them finished, you know? So it's kind of been taken away from my time when I could maybe diamond paint a little bit to just crochet instead. I don't know. I used to have a sort of a schedule, you know? I would crochet in the morning, and I could crochet in the morning for quite a while. And then maybe in the afternoon, And then evenings, I was always in here in the evenings. I would come in here at night, watch videos, and diamond paint. But now, by the time evening rolls around, it's like, oh, we're tapping out. Nope, we're done. We're done. That's all I got. We're done. So, anyhow, I bought these. I think I bought 2 of these cases from Tima. She came to a retreat and she had these. And that's where I got them. It was from Tima. I mean, I think you can get them on Amazon. I think, I have to look, but I think if you like search for like large Tic Tac storage cases or something like that. Somebody posted something the other day. It was an interesting little setup. They were like jars, but not like the little jars. I don't like them little jars with the screw-on lids and all that, them little plastic jars. I've never liked those. I mean, they come in cases like these, and I've never liked those. They're small. They don't hold very much. I've never liked them. But these are some jars. They were not little round cylinder ones like, we're used to seeing. They were like almost like a square jar, but not square. You know what I mean? Square, but not square. And they're big and they hold a ton of drills. Good night, Paula. And I found them. I found them on Amazon and I was interested in those. They don't come in a case. Well, they do. Yes, they do. It's not a case like this, though. It's not a case like this that zips, and it's like a plastic box case with a lid that comes. I don't know. It was. I might order some. I did put them in my cart. I might order some and just see what they're like, because they seemed like something I would like. It's like they had a lid that would snap on the top. The little video showed the girl like putting they come like with a foam thing like this to put the jars in. And then she put it in this plastic case, put the lid on, snapped the lid on, and picked it up. It was all see-through. Not like these, are printed in cloth. This one was all plastic and see-through. But she picked the thing up and carried it off, so it must have been fairly secure, so the drills didn't come out. But I might order one and just get one in and see what it's all about. So the people that were talking about it, I believe it was in the VIP group, I believe. The people that had commented about it really seemed to like it. I might just buy one. I haven't bought anything like that in a long time. If I get one, you guys will know it. I'll show you. I will show you. So, but I believe you can get these on Amazon. I know that Tima doesn't have them anymore. It was like a special order thing she got or something, and she brought a bunch to a retreat, and I was like, I want 2 of those. She's like, okay. And I got to pick mine first before anybody else, because I was part of the committee, so I got to go pick what I wanted. But I got a couple of them. I wish I would have gotten more because I really like them. And right now, I have just so many things that aren't finished and kit up in all kinds of things. I don't even know if I have any of these available right now. Mine might all be full. Yeah, I got a lot of things I got to finish. A lot of things I got to finish. I certainly will. I certainly will. I think I'm going to get one. Why not? Like I said, I haven't bought anything like that in a long time. I might just get one. Try it out. See what we think. And while I'm on Amazon pecking around, I might look and see if I can find these large Tic Tac things too. Large Tic Tac container. Anyhow, wow, it's 8:30. How time flies when you're having fun. And there goes the oven. Can you hear it? It sings a little song. Do 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 do. All right. Well, that's some progress, folks. I made some progress. Got a lot of purple on there tonight. Whew. Hey, in the last 2 sittings, I started this section on my whip and chat and worked on it tonight. I wouldn't say it's half done, but we made progress for sure. A couple more days. Whoa, if I worked at it, I could finish that second section. What do you know? Hey. All right. I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to go have dinner. And the oven's still singing out there. It's still carrying on. I don't know what's going on, but all right, you guys. I hope I see you in the chuck-along. Maritza's going to put a post up at midnight tonight because, tomorrow it's like, boom, here we go. Chuck along. Here we go. So I hope some of you are going to chuck along with us. All right. Okay. I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night. Have a good weekend. Have a good Sunday and all that good stuff. So I'll see everybody soon. Bye, you guys.